The Nets come into an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
So Cleveland will get the first possession. Lopez passes to Kilpatrick. The pass to Sloan. Young outside. 13 feet away. Rebound, Love.
You know, last season Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Bogdanovic. Young is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 guard. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Screen by Young. Sloan dishes to Young. He kicks to Sloan. He feeds it to Lopez. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Young last year, as you mentioned, GA, shipped to Brooklyn, provided good punch off the bench.
And Young is so efficient in his scoring that he's a great guy to play heavy minutes off the bench. Shot over 50% from the floor in his games with the Nets.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. No good from Irving. Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Brooklyn with the ball, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Bogdanovic. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way in a wide open hook for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Sloan. Lopez, a screen on James. Pass to Kilpatrick. Lopez kicks to Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Kilpatrick passes to Young. Good on the 13-footer. Young's got his first 2 points. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Love. Outside Irving. Back to Thompson. From the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Sloan. Dishes it to Lopez. The baseline J. And he gets it to go. Lopez has got 6.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Lopez, a screen on LeBron. Here's Bogdanovic. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets into good position, his size gives him the big edge on the glass.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The kick out to Irving. Back to Love. And it's off from three-point range. To the left side wing. Bogdanovich dishes to Sloan. Young with no one around. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Irving. From 13, Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
After the Nets' big moves the past couple years, they were looked at as an older team, but you break it down, and you know, Greg, they're not as old as you think.
And actually had the 5th youngest team of anyone in the postseason. And so, though they seem older just because so many of their players had playoff experience or came into the league at a young age.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Nets.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Sloan passes to Lopez. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And, you know, for the Nets, the roster's average age was about 2 years younger at the end of the 2015 season than where they were at the end of 2014. They made it a point to get younger.
Brooklyn leading by 4. And Sloan kicks to Lopez. Here's Bogdanovich. James covering. Back to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And even though the Nets were younger last season, they were tough in tight games, playing really like a bunch of veterans, and went 10-2 on the year in games decided by 3 or fewer points.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Fires it up. Bank shot. No good.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Sloan. Got a hand on it, but he gets it back. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
On the wing, Shumpert. Here's Sloan. He's covered by Irving. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And that's going to be a treble. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Korver's checked in. Then for the Nets, Henry Sims is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Bogdanovich. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Sloan, covered by Irving.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Irving. LeBron left side. Jones kicks to Korver. Shot clock at 5. He dishes it to Jefferson. Three-pointer. James, no good. Nets leading by 7. It's Robinson high post. Here's Ellington, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, defended by Jones. Hollis Jefferson, good.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor. Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Sloan, defended by Jefferson. Feeds to Robinson. Cannot hit. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Jones dishes to Jefferson. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron with it. Robinson picks him up. Shot off the screen. Jones kicks to Korver. No good from outside. Brooklyn leading by 9. Passes to Ellington. Takes the 3. And that one's good. Ellington's got 5 now.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Well, LeBron James, long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Here's Sloan. In the corner, it's Ellington. Baseline J on the way. Drain for 2 points. He has 7.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Jones. Back to Korver. LeBron James on the wing. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Sloan. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
He had a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that. Guys, he's shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And Fry kicks to James. Stolen away.
Get back, get back.
Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Sims inside. He's against Fry. The shot by Sims, no good.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column. And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide-open three.
Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now here's James. He's guarded closely. Kicks it out to Jones. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And LeBron to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it.
He sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Yes, Sean.
And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. The feed to Korver from deep three-point range. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Shots good from Young.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Screen by Young. To the wing on the left. Sloan passes to Kilpatrick. The dish to Bogdanovich. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Young. Goes back up. And it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Nets leading by 18. Here's Sloan. Another one falls for Brooklyn. The Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside Irving. Takes it off the glass. Irving's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Kilpatrick passes to Young. And Thompson sends it back. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Shumpert's running.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of Clark ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch, back to the basket moves, facing up, makes free throws, good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Fry's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 17. The drive by Shumpert. Cleveland moving it around. Young with the steal. Oh, and here comes Young. Oh. Whoa!
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Lopez with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Irving from long range. Good. Irving's got 9.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Shumpert. Here's Kilpatrick. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Irving kicks to Korver. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And the rejection by Love. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Brooklyn ball.
Here's Sloan. He's got 13. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Sloan's got 7 points here in this quarter. Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Nets leading by 17. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Screen by Young. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Shumpert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a skill set, and you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
James checked in for the Cavaliers.
LeBron James.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Kilpatrick passes to Sloan. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Left side, Shumpert, uncovered. No good off the back of the rim.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Sloan. He's got 16. Young, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Love. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
And the Nets making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the three. He started the season strong in that department, kind of fell off a bit at the end.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Over to the wing. Here's Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Love. It's 2-on-1. Shot is no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Kyle Korver, a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. He tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jones comes in for Kevin Love. And Jefferson subbed in for Iman Shumpert. The Nets also changing it up. Henry Sims has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Ellington is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. From deep. LeBron grabs the miss. And Korver now in his 13th season in the NBA. Last season was his best ever, especially shooting.
Yeah, and he credits all of his improvement to the advanced off-season training regimen. Extremely dedicated. He moved his family to Santa Barbara to be closer to his trainer, and it's paid off.
Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. It's Jefferson outside. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. From outside the arc, but they recover it, and it's Kilpatrick missing. Here's Robinson, lays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Brooklyn on defense. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen.
Jones with the pass.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Korver. And there's the pass to Kilpatrick. Nets passing it around. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
The assist.
Cleveland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Korver dishes to James. Back to Korver. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Nets. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Ellington. 7 points in the game. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Cavaliers trail by 20. Jefferson kicks to Korver. James outside. Back to Korver with the shot. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Kilpatrick passes to Robinson. Here's Hollis Jefferson, defended by Jones. Clock at 6. Sims, offensive rebound. And another shot. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Jones kicks to Jefferson. Back to Jones. He feeds it to James. Pass to Jefferson. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Nets leading by 16. And here is Ellington. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Korver. It's stolen by Korver. LeBron drives in. Shoots the three. Korver, no luck.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's covered by Irving. Kilpatrick passes to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks it to Sims. And the layup is good. And the Nets lead by 17.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Jones kicks to Irving. Another three for Cleveland.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Pass to Ellington. They set the screen. Hollis Jefferson passes to Kilpatrick. Takes it from 10. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
James dishes to Jefferson. On the wing, Irving. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Irving's got 16 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Kilpatrick passes to Sims. Oh, yes, the turnaround. He's got 6.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
1 second left. And that's not going to go. And we finished.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. They blasted through the opening period like a tornado, at one point leading by 16. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Look at what Sloan has done so far. 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Irving attacking. Rebound by Brooke Lopez.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Sloan, covered by Irving. 6 to shoot. Again, Young missing. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Picked his pocket. Here's Kilpatrick. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Kilpatrick's got the first field goal of the second half for the Nets. LeBron outside. Down low. Lopez with the steal. Here's Sloan. 16 points for him. Dishes it to Lopez. Power down with both hands.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. James in the post, defended by Young. LeBron's shot is good.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Nets leading by 16.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Kilpatrick's got his second basket of the night.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
But both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Iman Shumpert. Feeds it to Love. Trying to find Thompson, he gets it to him. It's James atop the key. Well, wide open look for Love. His three-pointer's off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Irving up top. He's got 18. The offensive rebound, Thompson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Here's Kilpatrick, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
And he makes both free throws. As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break, had the third best record post-All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out, and that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
Young with the steal. Kilpatrick passes to Sloan. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Lopez a screen. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Sloan. Can't hit. Some solid defense there from Irving. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. In transition, here come the Nets. Shots good from Young. Young's got 16. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Here's Sloan. He's covered by Irving. Great open look there. Kilpatrick's got 9 points here in the second half.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
He dishes it to Sloan. Screened by Young. And Sloan kicks to Young. Here's Lopez. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here. tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Sloan. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Sloan's got 18 points. The Cavaliers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Korver missing again. Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Sloan kicks to Lopez. Lets it fly from 18. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Outside Irving. Here's the three. Korver missing again.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter.